Hey everyone, Julio Rodriguez here for Card Player TV and another edition of the All-In Box. I'm joined by Erica Schoenberg. How you doing, Erica?
I'm doing really well, thank you, Julio.
You ready for these questions?
Probably not, but we'll try. I'll do my best.
All right, let's start innocently enough. Daniel in Seattle, Washington says, what do you do to prepare for tournaments? Do you have a specific routine?
Yes, I do. I wake up usually right around 8:30. I try and sleep in as late as I can, but my dogs get me up. So I feed them at 9. I have 3 cups of coffee, go for a half an hour walk with my dogs, shower, get dressed, and motor on into the tournament every time.
Now, what about, let's say you make a day 2 or a day 3 or even a final table? Is there any research you do on your opponents beforehand?
Well, I like to check, hopefully they post online the table, who's at your table and the chip stacks and stuff. But I don't usually do too much researching. Maybe I should, I don't know.
Sean Farrows from Dallas, Texas says, what would your profession be if you weren't a poker player?
I think I would be either a food or a movie critic, because those are my 2 other favorite things.
I'm sorry, I heard that you would be a food, and I didn't know where you were going with that.
Yep, food. Well, I do love food. I'd be a food critic. Yeah.
Dean Simmons, Atlantic, Georgia, says, what's your take on ladies' events? You regularly compete with men on the circuit. Why shouldn't they?
Well, first of all, Dean, I have to throw a shout out to Hotlanta because I was going to move there a few weeks ago, but fate intervened, and my best friend lives there, but woo-woo, love the ATL. So anyways, Dean, what was the question again?
Dean says, what's your take on ladies' events? You compete with men. Why shouldn't they?
My take on ladies' events is I don't think it's necessary. There's no reason to separate women and men. However, I think for women, it's a great way to get into poker and feel a little bit more comfortable until they feel it's intimidating being in a room filled with all men. So, I think it's not that big of a deal. If they like it, they want to play them, why not?
And last but not least, I warned you these might get a little raunchy, but I managed to pick out the toned down ones. Zachary Tomlinson asks, do you use your sexy to your advantage? Have you ever flirted with a guy to get them to soft play you?
No, not really. I mean, I might I might smile and giggle, but that doesn't usually get me much of anything. I usually just feel like a dork, so no. Maybe I should try, though.
Follow-up question from Adam Torgerson along the same lines. How often do guys or girls ask for your number at the poker table?
Not that often. Maybe, I don't know. No, that doesn't happen too much. I mean, I think most of the time people, I'm usually with, a significant other, so maybe that's it. I don't know.
Big, scary significant others?
Sometimes.
All right, Eric, I'd like to thank you for being on the show.
I'd like to thank you for having me.
And I'd like to thank you guys for watching right here on Card Player TV.